Hello and good morning. It is a beautiful, sunny, frigid morning here in the Great White North. But it's a nice day. It's middle of January. There's sunshine out. It's the best we can expect for the time of year. You know, one of the things I've been hearing lately is a lot of Gen Xers use the phrase, it is what it is. And that's kind of dangerous to people who don't understand the phrase because they want to complain and whine and blah, blah, blah. Well, it is what it is. We accept it. That does, in a certain way, I think, make you a very powerful human being by just saying, it is what it is, and then looking for the best parts of it. So today, I'm looking at the best parts, and it's sunny. There is some vitamin D up for grabs. So get outside if you can. Spend a few minutes in that sunshine, because Lord knows we've been short of it lately. Anyhow, today I want to talk about getting started. It's funny, I just finished writing chapter 13, chapter 11 in the book. And there's 18 chapters, so I got 5 more to go. I'm almost there. I'm hoping by the end of next week it'll be finally done. But I got stalled out. I hit writer's block. And it's ironic that I hit it on the chapter about just getting started and finding the magic in getting started. It took me probably 2 weeks. Part of that, thank you for the like. I don't know who that was because it didn't show me, but I appreciate the like. It was really interesting because I'd been putting it off. I sat down and kind of 2 things happened. One, imposter syndrome. I have no reason to be writing this book. And I think part of that is just because I took a break from it. I have a reason. I don't have a right. And I think the other part of it was just taking time off and getting out of it. But as I sat there to try and write a couple of times, I just stare at a blank screen. And then a couple of days ago, I began writing again. And I didn't know what I was going to write, but I started. Now, this is the important thing. When things are not going your way, we have an amazing ability to start something new. If you've lost a job, well, guess what? There's a million other jobs out there. Go start something new. If you don't want to work a job and you're tired of being somebody else's, working for somebody else, then go start a business. There's all sorts of opportunity out there nowadays that we can just get started. Now, here's the thing. Looking at something as a big, scary project, that's a lot. It becomes disheartening to stare at something as that. But we can start with one little thing. Now, this is not new knowledge. There's no such thing as a new truth. Lao Tzu said so many years ago that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. There's another one that I heard recently that said, how do you move a mountain? One stone at a time. So here's the thing. Why are we afraid to move that first stone? Because we look at the mountain. But the mountain is not the task at hand. The task at hand is the stone. So concentrate on the stone with the goal of moving the mountain. I know this sounds philosophical and a little bit woo-woo, but the fact of the matter is, if you start and focus on the one thing you have to do, that little thing, you're able to move to the next thing. Thank you again for that like. I don't know who that was, but I appreciate you. I don't know about you, but sometimes I get overwhelmed looking at a project. And because I get overwhelmed just looking at it, I procrastinate. And that procrastination can lead to depressive states. It can lead to self-doubt. It can lead to worry. It can lead to imposter syndrome. All these other things that come along with not doing what you're meant to be doing. But the fact of the matter is, if you get started, magic happens along the way. Not only are you starting something, now you're creating a momentum or an inertia in your life, but the worries and doubts and fears and all of that stuff starts to melt away because you're becoming conscious. Hey, morning, Neil. How are you, buddy? Because you're becoming consciously competent of doing something. And the more you do those things, the more competent you become, the more confident you become because of that competence. Gosh, tongue twisters this morning. This is awful early for this. But the idea is, get started. Magic will happen. I promise you. If you're wondering about something, go Google it. And then something will pop up after you Google it, Not just on your computer where it's, weird because we're all being listened to and all that jazz, but it'll pop up in your life. Somebody will mention it to you. Somebody may offer you an opportunity. Something will come along in your world because you have started to move towards that thing that you want. And as soon as you take that first step, the world starts to move towards you. Thank you for that love. I appreciate that. I'm imagining that was Carlton because I just saw him come on. Thanks, Carlton. Whatever it is, we've made it now 9 days into the new year. It's already been an eventful year. If you're thinking about starting something, whether it's the gym or health or a project, a business, whatever, don't get down on yourself because you haven't done it yet. Go start it today. And starting doesn't mean you have to do everything. Just take one step in the right direction, and all the rest will start to come towards you because you're now moving the pendulum. You're now making the universe bend to your will, and it will start to reflect that back to you. And I know it sounds a little woo-woo, but it's true. It just shows up. I can't explain the law. The law just is. Anyhow, that's it for me today. Until tomorrow, know that I love you. I'll see you soon.